shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. In the quiet recesses of our minds lie the untapped depths of our unconscious, a vast realm teeming with forgotten dreams, suppressed emotions, and hidden truths. This shadow side, elusive yet potent, exerts its influence over us in mysterious ways, guiding our lives under the guise of fate. Yet what if the choice to awaken, truly awaken, to our inner landscapes could redefine the narrative of our own existence? The journey of consciousness is not merely a voyage into the mind, but a courageous quest into the soul, where the blending of darkness and light births self-awareness. Each revelation is a step towards liberation, a gentle peeling away of the layers that obscure our understanding. Embracing this journey requires us to confront the depths within, to illuminate those facets we've long neglected. As we bring the hidden into the light, we gain the power to shape our destinies, no longer puppets of the unseen forces, but architects of our own paths. It's a transformative process that invites us to dance with our shadows, turning whispers of doubt into symphonies of clarity. In this expansion of consciousness, we find empowerment and authenticity, where fate is not a shackle, but a canvas painting itself with the vibrant strokes of awareness and intention. What you resist persists. We meet ourselves time and again, in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. A dream that is not understood remains a mere occurrence. Understood, it becomes a living experience. There can be no transforming of darkness into light, and of apathy into movement without emotion. In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder, a secret order. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. A person's outer journey is always connected to their inner journey. Your perception will become clear only when you can look into your soul. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Everything depends on how we look at things, and not on how they are in themselves. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. In the labyrinth of the human psyche, one finds that understanding the shadows lurking within oneself is akin to wielding a lantern that illuminates not only personal depths, but also the uncharted territories of others' souls. When we confront our fears, resentments, and wounds, acknowledging these aspects not as foes but as facets of our existential experience, we cultivate empathy. This self-awareness dismantles the boundaries of judgment and allows for genuine connection. Our darkness is a mirror, reflecting universal struggles that transcend personal narratives, teaching us humility and patience. By embracing this darkness, we develop a profound capacity for compassion, recognizing that the battles we face are not unique. This shared human condition becomes the bridge over which understanding walks. The alchemy of enlightening our shadows transforms the way we perceive them in others. Hence, we foster a space where healing and growth are possible, not through confrontation, but through recognition and acceptance. In navigating our darkness, we become beacons for those lost in theirs, offering solace and solidarity in the shared human endeavor of seeking light. A man's ethics are the foundation of his destiny. Only the paradox comes anywhere near to comprehending the fullness of life. We should not pretend to understand the world only by the intellect. Nobody can achieve happiness without change. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. The debt we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth. Creative power lies not in thought alone, but in instinct as well. Life is a battleground. It always has been. He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens. The act of taking the first step is what separates the winners from the losers. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. We are not what we think. We are not what we say. We are not what we feel. We are what we do. What we call fate does not come to us from the outside. It is inherent in our character. Children are educated by what the grown-up is, and not by his talk. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. In the dance of existence, the boundary between the world we observe and the soul's whispers is ever so delicate. Those who gaze outward see the infinite tapestry of dreams crafted by the cosmos. It is a realm of wonder and imagination, where every sight is a fragment of a grander vision. Yet while these dreams enchant us, they remain but reflections of our inner shadows. To awaken is to embark on a journey inward, to listen to the symphony of our innermost desires and fears. Within the depths of our consciousness lies a universe that mirrors the external, rich with insights and revelations waiting to be discovered. By turning our gaze inward, we peel away the layers shrouding our true selves, illuminating the authentic being that resides beneath. This inward journey is not devoid of dreams. Rather, it is an awakening to dreams that are not seen but deeply felt. They do not vanish like morning mist. Instead, they transform into guiding stars of wisdom and clarity. Thus, the dance continues, urging us to find harmony between the dreams we seek outside and the awakening we achieve inside. By embracing both realms, we unlock a life of profound understanding and fulfillment, where we are not merely dreamers but conscious creators of our destiny. Do not hold on to people who want to leave. For better or worse, we are bound to each other. The deeper the sorrow, the more joy it can contain. The goal of life is not perfection, but wholeness. Without love, there is no meaning in life. Everything begins with a single step. Each of us carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied, the darker it becomes. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. The word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. We are not separate beings. We are a part of the great whole. Every relationship you have with others reflects your relationship with yourself. Only the dreamer can unlock the mysteries of the dream. He who does not understand his shadow does not understand himself. In knowing others, we come to know ourselves. Loneliness is not lack of company. It is the absence of meaning in relationships. What you fear most will meet you halfway. All true things must change, and only that which changes remains true. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. This journey of self-discovery is not merely an exploration of what lies on the surface, but a deep dive into the rich depths of the psyche. As we navigate the labyrinth of our inner world, we encounter both light and shadow, both the conscious and the unconscious, which together form the wholeness of our being. It is only by courageously embracing all facets of our existence that we begin to align with our true nature. In doing so, we step into the realm of individuation, a process where we transcend the masks we've worn and the roles society has cast upon us. This path, though fraught with challenges, is one of the most rewarding endeavors we can undertake. When we live authentically, our lives are imbued with meaning and purpose, allowing us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others. This is the essence of truly being alive, where every experience is seen as an opportunity for growth and every challenge as a call to evolve. In realizing our true selves, we touch upon the collective unconscious, tapping into the profound wellspring of human potential that resides within us all. Let this calling to authenticity guide us, lighting the way to a life rich in fulfillment and profound connection. A fool sees not the same tree that a wise man sees. To seek wholeness is to seek the balance of opposites. Freedom is the courage to embrace uncertainty. Your unconscious is a guide, not a jailer. The self is the source of all meaning. Suffering core gives meaning to life. What lies in the shadows reveals our strength. Silence speaks when words cannot. The mind knows no limits except those we impose. The only way to heal is to feel. To be whole is to embrace your light and shadow. The unexamined life is a tragedy of missed potential. In love, we find both destruction and renewal. There is no healing without confrontation. To confront a person with their own shadow is to show them their own light. Knowledge rests not upon truth alone, but upon error also. A collective problem calls for a collective solution. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. In the seemingly mundane irritations and frustrations that punctuate our daily lives, there lies a profound opportunity for self-discovery. When we encounter characteristics in others that provoke us, these moments act as mirrors reflecting our own unacknowledged traits and shadows. Carl Jung eloquently reminds us that these irritations are not just random triggers, they are invitations to delve deeper into our psyche. They invite us to explore the parts of ourselves we may have hidden or suppressed. By introspecting why a certain behavior bothers us, we can uncover hidden fears, insecurities, or desires that we have yet to confront. This reflective process demands honesty and courage, yet it liberates us from the confines of ignorance about our true selves. As we embark on this journey inward, each irritation becomes a stepping stone towards greater empathy and self-awareness. In recognizing our own imperfections, we learn to embrace the beauty and flaws of others with compassion. The wisdom we acquire transforms not only our self-view, but also enriches our relationships and interactions with the world, creating a ripple effect of understanding and harmony. In this way, what once bothered us becomes a catalyst for growth and connection, a testament to the transformative power of awareness. Our past is the architect of our present. Each moment is an opportunity for transformation. Forgiveness is the key to freedom. Growth requires the courage to let go of certainty. Strength is born of adversity. Life is not meant to be controlled, it is meant to be lived. Peace lies in the acceptance of chaos. The greatest journey is the journey within. We are shaped by what we love. True happiness arises from authenticity. A life well lived is a life examined. Fear is the compass pointing us toward growth. The shadow within us contains treasures untold. Transformation begins where fear ends. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This profound realization encourages us to face the shadowy, mysterious parts of our psyche that we often fear or ignore. To truly awaken to our potential, we must embark on an inner journey where we acknowledge and explore our hidden fears, desires, and wounds. Like a miner digging for precious minerals in deep, uncharted caverns, we must delve into the obscure recesses of our soul. It is through this courageous confrontation with the self that we discover authentic insight and profound growth. Enlightenment is not a fantasy of unblemished radiance, but a fiery transformation catalyzed by integrating our shadow. Embracing the darkness within, we gain clarity and compassion for ourselves and others. Instead of living in denial or projecting our own faults onto the world, we come to understand the complexity of human nature. This path may be fraught with challenges, but it ultimately leads to a more holistic, balanced existence. In recognizing our shadows, we claim ownership of our lives and write our own stories with authenticity. The journey to self-awareness is both an invitation and a challenge to disrupt the ordinary narratives, moving us closer to genuine enlightenment. Resistance to the organized mass can be affected only by the man who is as well organized in his individuality as the mass itself. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. Solitude is for me a fount of healing, which makes my life worth living.